Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode. Thanks for tuning in. Today I just want to give you an update on the Bass Fishing Declassified channel. If you have not started following that yet, I highly recommend it because it is full of extremely valuable information for everybody throughout the country. Meaning what we do in most episodes is we break down certain techniques that you can apply whether you're up north or down south or out west, all over the place. And we have a bunch of anglers that are involved in that. So I highly recommend you go check out the Bass Fishing Declassified channel. We're going to have a ton of good content coming out. We do roughly 3 videos a week, and it's made up of a bunch of really good anglers. And I can't tell you how much fun it's been to do this, because not only do I get to work with a bunch of other anglers that I really admire, they're a bunch of good friends as well. And when you get to work with people that you enjoy working with, it makes things a lot more enjoyable. And I think we produce a lot of really good content. And in my opinion, it's some of the best fishing information that is out in the YouTube world. And more specifically, it's going to apply to pretty much anyone throughout the country. So if you haven't checked that out, I highly recommend checking out the Bass Fishing Declassified channel. And just to give you a little bit of background on the anglers that are involved, it's myself. So most of you are probably familiar with me. This is kind of a mastermind idea of Johnny Schultz, who is the Fish the Moment YouTube channel. He is one of the most diverse anglers regarding electronics. And what I mean by that is, he specializes in electronics fishing. But it's not just with one unit. He uses all the units out there. He uses old graphs. He uses the new technology, and he applies it all together. And it just makes him extremely valuable in terms of an angler. I mean, he's not all that old. He's in his later 20s, but he's been fishing forever. And I got to tell you, anytime I meet a YouTuber, I don't know how good of an angler they are until I actually get to fish with them. And, Johnny was one of those characters. I mean, for a while I had known who he was from a YouTube channel, but once I got in the boat with him and fished with him, I mean, I was really blown away by how efficient he is on the water at finding fish. So there's no doubt at all, in my opinion, that he is an extremely good fisherman that could be competing at the professional level. We've got then Miles Berghoff. Miles Berghoff is another extremely talented, well-rounded angler that guides in Alaska during the summers. He's from California. He spent his college years in Florida. Now he's living over by Lake Chickamauga in the TVA. So he's got experience all over the place. Check out his channel. He does 3 videos a week that are mostly tip related, does a lot of tournament footage. It's very similar to the content that I produce. But the interesting thing is a lot of times we differ on our approaches, which isn't bad. I always tell you, you should fish your strengths and you should fish what you have confidence in. So it's entertaining because a lot of times we get in the boat, because Miles is a very good friend of mine. We have fished a lot together, and he's just an angler that we butt heads a lot of times on what we do. We agree on a lot of things too, but it's always interesting to hear his take because he is an extremely well-rounded angler who has done a lot of good things. I might be pretty disappointed because this upcoming season, he's fishing the Bassmaster Opens, and I'm going to be fishing the Invitationals with Major League Fishing. So I'm not going to get to see him as much as I normally would, but you should go check out his channel because he puts out a lot of great content. Then we've got Kyle Cordiana. Kyle Cordiana is another good friend of mine who has been fishing the Major League Fishing FLW Tour, Pro Circuit Invitationals with me as well. I just relate a lot to him because we both had desk jobs for a while. We were in the corporate world, and we gave that all up to pursue fishing with some backing, but not it probably wasn't the smartest decision. But we both have that approach that if it's something you want, you can make happen. So he gave up his corporate engineering job. He and his wife sold their house. They bought a camper, and now they travel. They travel and can go wherever they want. He's an excellent fisherman. He's been putting out some of the best tournament-related YouTube footage, meaning he does tournament recaps, and he was one of the original guys. He's been putting out tournament recaps for I want to say it's 6 or 7 years at this point, a long period of time. So with both those guys, you should subscribe to their channels if you haven't done so already. We want to get them to 10,000 subscribers. They're both like in that 8,000 range, and they deserve to be a little bit higher than that. Then we got Jimmy Easterling. Jimmy Easterling is a longtime friend of Johnny's. He is down based in southern Arkansas, a very good accomplished angler as well. He used to be a high school football coach and has jumped into the fishing scene as well, making footage. He'll be one of the main characters that you see on the Bass Fishing Declassified channel. Very well skilled angler, knows what he's doing. Used to be a team partner of Johnny's, so you know he knows what he's doing, and you can see that in the videos. So check his stuff out. Now, he doesn't have a YouTube channel himself. He is kind of the man behind the scenes with Bass Fishing Declassified. He does all the editing. So if you want more of him, you got to subscribe to Bass Fishing Declassified. And then last but not least, we've got Randy Blockhead, who I know most of you out there know. Whether you love him or you hate him, he is a wealth of knowledge, has been fishing in the sport about as long as anybody. Definitely is opinionated. You know, he's all over the place on his thoughts. So if you enjoy his content, give him a subscription, you know, give him a follow. If you don't, well, you don't have to do it either. You can follow the Bass Fishing Declassified channel and see the rest of us, including Randy, you know, a handful of times throughout the month as well. So all I can say, guys, is the Bass Fishing Declassified channel is going to have a ton of information. We're going to keep up the number of videos that we've been doing. It's been received extremely well so far. I'm excited to see what we're going to do with it in the upcoming year. So make sure you go follow all of the anglers. You follow the Bass Fishing Declassified channel. I will put the links to everything in my video description for this to make it easy on you guys. And all I can say is thank you very much for the support that you've given me, the Bass Fishing Declassified channel, as well as the other anglers. We're putting a lot of effort into this, and I think you'll see a lot of more good content coming in the 2023 year. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned. We'll have a new video coming out tomorrow for you.